Hey guys, so the Ruin DLC trailer has just came out with a little gameplay trailer thing, and yeah, it's pretty interesting to finally see a vision into the Ruin DLC after all this time and actually see what it's gonna look like. But anyway, I think it is about time for a little trailer analysis. Let's do this. So here we go. This trailer appears to open up at the entrance of the Pizzaplex. The front door and windows appear to be boarded up. But it looks like this character right here has broken through. We hear Gregory open up with, "Cassie, I hope you get this message. I'm trapped here at the Pizzaplex. Or what's left of it. I don't have time to go into how I got here, but you've gotta help me out. Save me, Cassie, it's so dark down here." So after all this time, we finally have a name for our Ruin girl, that being Cassie. Now, that is incredibly interesting. After the pre-events of the Tales of the Pizzaplex books, GGY has displayed quite the different perspective on Gregory, his dark past, how he's been responsible for a case of missing children at the Pizzaplex. So is he trustworthy anymore? Has the influence left his body during the events of the security breach game? I guess there's only one way to find out, when this DLC comes out. We then get some sliding shots through a couple of rooms. We learn that this building has most certainly been abandoned, with graffiti and vandalism everywhere, with the only left employee being this duck structure in a kitchen pecking a box to keep the place up and running. Now there's our employee of the month. But yeah, all these new takes on these environments look very disturbing, like Gator Golf, the second floor elevators, daycare, etc. And really makes me wonder, if Gregory is claiming someone is holding him hostage deep underground in a dark facility, I'm guessing, how could it possibly get darker than this? Anyway, one of these shots have the cupcake peeking from a corner, and this looks like an entirely new area, and this might be hinting at some sort of new achievement of finding a certain amount of cupcakes around the building. Now, with that in mind, from the looks of it, the Glamrock hair salon appears that it'll be in use in this DLC. So we have ruined Roxanne looking around her destroyed salon, with Cassie hiding behind some boxes. And god damn, this new design looks absolutely hideously terrifying. Other from that, it looks like we're in another new condensed area, and we're interacting with this device in our hands. If you have any idea of what this device is, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. But it appears to have some blinkers, a green and red button, a slider, antennae, a screen, and a speaker. And Cassie seems to be using the slider function. I've also noticed in the first millisecond of this scene, the hold E to collect text is on the screen. So perhaps this device has something to do with collecting something, perhaps some sort of data awareness. In this next scene, we happen to be within the daycare grounds, and it looks like the Glamrock endoskeletons have risen from the daycare theater basement into the main area, and it looks like they haven't aged a day. But other from that, there seems to be some do not cross yellow tape around the entrance of the gift shop here. Back at the hair salon, we have a ruined Glamrock Chica walking around, and goddamn, she's missing the top of her head. Anyway, I've noticed that our crouching icon has changed into a graphic of Cassie, so that's pretty cool to see. And you know, I like how in this trailer it shows you can crouch right next to an animatronic and they won't detect you. Meanwhile in the actual game, this would be very different. It's just like a security breach trailer to make things seem cooler than they actually are. Cause you know, she'd just randomly turn around. Or maybe teleport behind you. Alright, I need her gone. What? I didn't jump! What the f- Saltiness aside, here is our first in-game look at this device. So remember a few days ago, SecurityBreachTV.com updated with a display of this case here. Someone in the comment section has told me that these cases will be called cam stations. So it looks like we can hold E to use the cameras, but only when put in front of a cam station. So this will be quite interesting. Unlike with Gregory, who had the camera system mobile with him, Cassie will only have access to these cameras once. In the base game, the cameras weren't necessarily helpful, only to tell you where an animatronic's current position was, to help you know it's safe to move to the next hiding spot. For example, that long hallway with all the staff bots vertically patrolling. Otherwise, they were just a bit more useful than the map system, but worth a lot more than that stupid map system. So I'm guessing that they're gonna be making the cameras more useful in the DLC? Hopefully? Hopefully they don't screw it up either. But anyway, it has a keyboard, joystick, and this icon of a wrench, which I'm very curious, why is this icon needed to be here? Entering the cameras are pretty cool. It does a little CRT flash and then you get surveillance. And speaking of which, let's check out what the new cameras will look like. So the interface looks and feels way better than the base games. So it looks like these are officially called the security camera station. We're surveilling Roxy Raceway 2, Cam 1. We can apparently cycle through 6 cameras from our current position. I'm assuming it depends on the amount of cameras there are compared to the radius of our position, the amount of cameras we can access at the moment. And on that note, it looks like within the map's radius, we have 4 visual locations of placements of the cameras, as well as their point of view. And judging by the interface here, it looks like the cameras will likely be moving left and right on their own. But according to this plus and minus icons, we can still zoom in and out at our own leisure. And next to that, there are these 2 buttons labeled escape and exit, which I don't really understand at all. I mean, don't those 2 words mean the same thing? So why are there 2 button prompts that'll allegedly do the same thing? And last but certainly not least, over here we have E intercom. So you know how in the base game we can press Q to call Glamrock Freddy over, and he'll physically come over. It looks like here we'll be able to access the intercoms. But what is the reason for that? Most people believe it's to communicate with Gregory, but you've got to remember, we already have a form of communication with Gregory. It's this device right here, so why would we need multiple? What I'm thinking is we're going to be seeing the Balloon Boy voice line mechanic from Five Nights 3 thrown in here. We use the security camera station, shout our voice out of an intercom to lure an animatronic somewhere else. But yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. Final thing I wanted to mention is there is no time on this interface. This means we won't be bound to any time in this DLC. There'll be no 6 AM to save you, no telling when this DLC is coming to an end, which I do actually find quite intriguing. Okay, next we have this new device. We can press E on this device that actually looks like some sort of industrial battery, and it appears that we have tubes that need to be connected. This device, much like the cam stations, has a wrench icon too. And then we see Cassie insert her device into this one, so clearly there's some gameplay connection between these things. So this next part is pretty interesting. Remember earlier when I was talking about our communications with Gregory? Yeah, it looks like Cassie and him will be connected through walkie-talkies. Cassie using a Roxanne Wolf themed one. So she appears to be standing in the pizza kitchen and is screaming, "Gregory, run!" And you know, I like how spastic this animation feels. It flows quite well with the scenario. Anyway, this does confirm that we do indeed help Gregory and put some length of trust in him. Moving over, we get this shot of a broken staff bot sitting in debris, and then a new room with our first look at ruined Montgomery, and it looks like he's trying to open these gates so he can crawl after us. Next up, we make a return to the loft above the Gator Golf, and we are actually riding the ride that Montgomery was on right before he jumped down and started hunting us during his boss battle. So Cassie jumps down and lands on the walkway. The next scene is of ruined Glamrock Chica roaming around her bakery, and then we get our first look at ruined Montgomery's jump scare. And since he can only crawl, he's not too offensive, so in theory we should have an easier time defending from his grasp. And this jump scare animation does communicate that fact very well, having us grab his jaw, trying to refrain it from going to town on our head. But yeah, it looks like he'll eventually pin us down on the ground and then kills our face off. Okay, this next scene is actually incredibly interesting. When I was reacting to this trailer, I was actually thinking this was a bug, like an idle ruined Glamrock Chica just horizontally floating around, but that was just because of how dark it was. Having it to brighten up, it looks like we're watching her slide away on a conveyor belt. I'm not sure where this area is, but it does look like the pizza kitchen, judging by the walls. So are we making pizza out of this chicken or what? Now, this next scene has shattered Glamrock Freddy, struggling underneath this rubble. He's got some hilariously broken legs, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm gonna be looking at Shattered Glamrock Freddy as an ally anymore. I don't know, man, there's just something about this animation here that doesn't rub me the right way. Basically, when I play this, it'll be a trust nobody scenario. I don't trust him anymore, I don't trust Gregory anymore. I can only trust Cassie and me. And that little ducky, he's just going ham on that box. Alright, on the topic of trust, let's talk about ruined Roxanne Wolf. So it looks like she has captured us in the raceway. She actually grabs our arm, which is freaking horrifying. We try attacking her grip to break free, but goddamn, this scene will be scary. But you know what's funny? It looks like Ruined Roxanne looks to her left, not looking at our hand, but somewhere else. I'm actually wondering if another go-kart will smack her in the face, releasing her grip. I don't know, I just feel like that'd be absolutely hilarious. Anyway, I want to mention that Ruined Roxanne appears to have an exposed keypad in her chest. That thing just stands out greatly, so there's definitely gonna be something going on with that. If you have any ideas to that, let me know. Rounding out our mechanical misfits, we have this terrifying new design of Sun and Moon. So it looks like every part of their body is different. For example, his left leg is Sun's, his right leg is Moon's. It appears his arms are glowing, everything is looking horribly maned, and you know, I actually have a running theory that this is a glitch, where they were transforming into the other, but something didn't click, and the transformation paused in the middle, and now he's stuck looking like this. A state before the final transformation. But yeah, he busts open the daycare doors and very sporadically greets us with a little wave. Now this next scene is incredibly wild, even more so to me because I did not even notice this the slightest when I first reacted to this trailer. So we are traversing the daycare grounds, and we pull out the mask of Vanny. Yep, the one from Curse of Dreadbear. It looks like both of these two DLCs are lining up. I literally can't believe what I'm seeing right now. This mask being physically held, not in virtual reality, but Cassie's own two hands. So yeah, she actually puts it on, and we get a look inside. And to many of our surprises, this thing is mechanical. It's got wires and I'm assuming a visor of some sort. We put it on, we start seeing red. Not the same window blinds filter that Gregory's vision got from her, but red nonetheless. This mask changes everything. I'm gonna be fading from a before and after look to show you guys how much of a difference this makes. So look at this. That blue pillar looks like this now. Kind of feels like it was drawn straight out of Phaser Blast, doesn't it? These purple glitchy clouds suddenly appear. Like, look at this. This concept is so creepy. If Cassie knew anything about Vanny, I doubt she'd put this mask on, but holy, what a mechanic to look forward to into theorizing. And finally, we end off with this very unique look at what I'm thinking might be DJ Music Man. That hand is like the only thing giving me, you know, DJ Music Man from this. If that wasn't there, I'd have thought this was something from the Five Nights at Treasure Island fan game, like DJ Music Mouse or something. Our end screen has the new logos pop up with Gregory saying, "Don't give up on me yet." So clearly, Steel Wool knows everything about Gregory. But what are they trying to communicate through his character having GGY known to the public? I mean, obviously, with that voice line right there, they know most of us aren't too trusting of him anymore. Are they telling us he isn't like that anymore and he's clean from the influence? Or is he like Vanessa? He's playing pretend and luring Cassie into being another missing child. But anyway, moment of truth time. This DLC will be slated to release in July 2023, so it's only a little over a month wait for this. That is, if there's no delays. They must be pretty confident in saying they can get this thing fully ready for release in a little over a month from now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that trailer analysis for the Ruin gameplay trailer DLC. Let me know if you're excited about this DLC and if this trailer made you a little more excited or a little less excited. Let me know. For me personally, I've always been mixed on this game. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't even like it. So this DLC will have to do a lot to actually make me like the game. So I'm hoping that this DLC will change my point of view of the whole game entirely. I'm just talking about Security Breach just as the game. I like every other game before it, but this game is just, I don't know. But yeah, I hope the DLC will show me why I should like this game, whereas the base game did not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little trailer analysis video. If you did, why not leave a like rating on the video? Thank you very much for supporting the channel in that way. That really does help out a lot, so thank you, thank you. If you're on the FNAF hype train, why not join and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be talking about the movie, more Ruin news, and when Ruin comes out, we're gonna be playing it. Yay, I'm very excited. I don't know, I don't know, I kind of want to play it, but I don't want to play it. If it'll be anything like the base game, I don't want to play it, but I'm gonna be playing it anyways. Again, if you want to see some more FNAF videos from me and you want to be notified for them, make sure you tap that bell icon down below. And anyways, if you have missed any past video in the past like week or so, there's a bunch, like a whole bunch of FNAF videos on my channel right now. If you've missed any, make sure you go check them out. I've been working hard on them, and I'm pretty happy with what I have been able to dispense to you guys. A bunch of FNAF movie news and Security Breach TV update. If you missed my thoughts on that and my theory video on that, make sure to catch that. But yeah, with all that being said, I will most certainly hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.